All right, welcome back to Two Dudes Audio. We finally got ourselves another PA subwoofer, and it is actually a Harbinger. Definitely trying to pronounce that correctly because these guys are tending to be one of the better underdogs and one of the better cheap go-to for live sound reproduction. I mean, what was this, $5.99 roughly, and we'll tear it down, we'll take it apart, we'll give it a free air excursion, we'll throw a sine wave at it, because I know y'all love that. We'll see what it does. Maybe it will break, maybe it will be fine. As you can tell from the box, it is Italian, fragile.
It's a me.
All right, so we got it open, we got a box in a box. Oh, I forgot to mention, this thing weighs 99 pounds, like literally 99 pounds. This is one of our heaviest subwoofers we've reviewed. Oh, God.
2,000 years later.
We have the V2318S by Harbinger. 2,400 watts, precision DSP sound. Just about all of them have DSP nowadays. Easy roll casters. It's hard to read upside down. Optimal speaker pairing. Okay. It's high headroom, low distortion for outstanding clarity and impact. There's some truth to that, kind of. High precision DSP frequency management for extremely accurate high fidelity sound. That just lets me know that the DSP chip they're using in it is probably of higher quality than typical. We got an optimal speaker pairing, selectable crossover frequency and adjustable phase for optimal pairing. That is actually incredibly important. When you're in a big gymnasium, you will run into phase issues big time. It really doesn't even matter where your subs are located. It all depends on the room and the acoustics of your environment. So to actually have that is really nice. It's just stereo signal management and signal clip LED. You're looking at pretty standard stuff for this kind of price margin. So right on top here, we got a little, looks like a warranty / manual. This is a 2300 series. This is actually continuing from when we compared the V2315 I think we had. It was either the 12 or the 15. I think it was the 15. It's all in the back. So at the bottom of the box, well, we got a power cord here. This one doesn't look like it's as long as the Eons, unfortunately. Yeah, a little bit shorter. So this is probably a 6-foot cable. I don't think we're gonna actually take the time to put them on, but I will check out the quality of them real quick. Ooh, got some nice, probably neoprene wheels, it feels like, you know, some kind of plastic, so you don't have to worry about scratching really anything with it. You have lockers too, which is really nice. Ooh, that is a nice finish. Got kind of like a bed liner finish on it, but it's not as rough as bed liner. It's actually kind of smooth. I wouldn't say it's like super smooth, but. So this sub is actually quite a nice looking piece of equipment, in my opinion. I mean, everything looks top notch. There's nothing obvious that sticks out to me that screams cheap. Even the plate amp on the back, as you saw, looks very clean. Let's go over the specs real quick before we tear this thing down. We got the inputs. We have 2 XLRs and a TRS line input. For outputs, we got 2 XLR line outputs. The rated output is 600 watts RMS at 8 ohms and 240 watts peak. There's the kicker, 600 watts RMS at 8 ohms. Power input we got here is 100 to 120 volts, 60 hertz. And it's got a 500 watt power draw. Again, that's a little bit of a red flag. You can't make more power out of less power. So again, we'll kind of see what's up. It's a Class D plus switching power design, which is again, very interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of Class D plus. It's a defeatable front LED, selectable power and limiter indicator in the front, which is right down below that H. And then we also have a rear panel power and signal clip LED as well, so when you're DJing and you have a view of the back of the subs, you can actually figure out what the heck's going on. Again, we have a high precision digital crossover and a transparent dynamic DSP limiter. So that's kind of nice. Hopefully it will save the sub, unlike our little Alto that nothing could have saved that, unfortunately. Again, for the speaker now, we have an active vented subwoofer, of course. It does a frequency response of 35 to 150 hertz. So you know we're gonna give it 30 hertz of a sine wave. Max output at 1 meter is 134 dB. It's an 18-inch subwoofer. The impedance of the subwoofer is 8 ohms. It's a plywood cabinet with black polyurethane painted finish. So the nice part about that explains its weight, to be honest. It's plywood. So that explains why it's 98 pounds. which is also good too, because plywood actually has a higher resonant frequency than, say, MDF. So it's a 1.5 millimeter steel grill in the front, as well as a 35 standard pole piece, I'm sorry. You know, parameters for dimensions, we got 24 by 20 by 26 inches. So again, it is quite a big subwoofer, and that is without casters. 86 pounds alone, 99 pounds shipped. So it's quite a heavy thing. I mean, we're gonna tear it down. We're gonna see what kind of mysteries this thing holds, see if the driver is something extraordinary like the QSC, and again, take a look at the plate amp and see what's up with that. So let's just get straight to it. We have the grill all unbolted, so it should just kind of like come off. Wow, oh my God. So what do we got here? We have two kind of slot ports, it looks like. They actually do go in quite a bit. It's about, if I had to guess, probably about 5 to 7 inches roughly. It actually has quite a nice looking 18. We gave it a little love tap and it sounds like it might be quite the performer. So we're kind of hoping that it really wows us. All right, so here goes a nice little bass test for y'all to see what this thing has in store for us. Just need a little break-in. Oh, Lord. We're gonna free air it now. Let's take a peek-sees at this subwoofer here. Oh, we actually got quite a nice looking sub. Huge vented magnet. Big, nice cone, nice spider. Let's see some free air. Ooh. Let's crank it up a little bit. Some free air shots for you. That's a lot of wind, holy crap. Look at that, dude, this thing is nuts. Oh my Lord. That's like an inch of X-Max, dude. Get some cone shots. That's over an inch, holy crap. And it's just taking it, dude, it's just taking it. I don't smell any coil, nothing. Wow. Well, just based off of that, I mean, that's very impressive. It definitely wasn't performing as well as it was in the box, but that's, of course, because there's not any back pressure, hence why it's free airing. But one thing we want to point out, great subwoofer, great cabinet, but this is a little bit of a flip of the alto. Come here, take a look.
No, God!
What is that? What is that?
No! God,
look at that.
Please, no! No!
What is that?
No!
That's, no.
No!
So we literally have the opposite of what we have with the alto sub. The alto sub, great amplifier, great box, poor driver. With Harbinger, it's now the opposite. You have a great sub, great box, not so great plate amplifier. If we could take the alto's plate amp and either or box, it really doesn't matter, and then take this subwoofer, you would have like probably one of the best 18-inch subwoofers for your money, like period. It's truly, I'm just kind of shocked. It seems like for 600 bucks, it's like that old saying they have, reliable, fast, and cheap. Pick any two, that's all you get. It's great for the money, it really is. A lot of you that are gonna buy this are gonna enjoy it and like it. Again, we didn't put this thing through its full break-in period, but we have gotten it quite a bit looser than when it first got here. I give this probably like a 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10. It's a pretty good subwoofer for the money. The only thing that lacks is the amplifier, but again, out of those three things, pick two. One last thing we want to talk about too, right before we head out of here, is this thing has a limiter light, but I would much rather call it a clip light, because every time we saw that limiter light flash on, we can hear an audible distortion. And that's not really good, because a limiter light is supposed to let you know when you're getting close to clipping, not when you're at clipping. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. This was Two Dudes Audio. This was the Harbinger 2318S. Thank you again, and we'll see you next week.